Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the first match, final week, season 60. And we have already secured the winning season. We went 3-0 the first week, we went 2-1 last week, and now anything here, this is just gravy. We are 107 points away from Kyber 1. We'll see how close we can get, but this is going to be a tough week. Now that we're in this range of Kyber 1, we're seeing real whales. We are seeing some tough opponents. Recap will be in the previous video. We're going to jump to breaking down the bracket, and we have already 3 players within this bracket have 9 GLs. They already have GL Ahsoka, which this is what we're going to expect as we get closer to Kyber 1. There's going to be a lot more whale presence, and being a whale is going to help increase your performance and make sure that you have a pretty low floor. Now, me as the free-to-play player, I've got 7 GLs. There are 4 8GL players. With the Omicrons, I'm actually third? Oh wait, no, I'm fourth. There's a guy with 59 Omis in this bracket. Is he on screen? Yeah, he's on screen. Ziggy here with 59 Omicrons. Then there's my opponent who has more than me, Joe I, and then there is another player here, Darth Yoda, who has 44. So I am in 4th place in Omis at 42. Usually I'm first or second, but I have been pretty slow about applying Omicrons lately. I've been trying to reestablish my horde. Oh, and plus, the episode pass is completely going to change the economy of Omicrons. Now that you can basically whale out on Omis through the episode pass, it's going to be a haves and haves not situation. We're not even whale out. It's more like dolphin out. It's definitely a move for the middle class of the game, but I am, of course, going to be opting out of the episode pass. So we're going to see that my normal performance on Omicrons is just going to be decreasing. I'm no longer going to be first. With Relics, my opponent is at 241. Most players in the 240 range. Relics here. My opponent's at 1380. Oh my god. Ziggy's at 2162. This is the guy who's going to win the bracket if he cares enough to play. I suspect at this range, he's just not being very consistent in his participation. Now my opponent is a very good opponent at 1380. He's got more tier 7s. I've got more tier 8s, but he has way more tier 9s. And that Ziggy guy's got 85 tier 9s. Mod-wise, my opponent has slightly better top 25 average, better top 500 average, and I'm keeping pace with everyone, but I'm kind of one of the weaker ones too. This is very atypical. Usually I'm one of the top modded accounts, and now I'm not. And this is again what we start seeing as we start flirting with the edges of Kyber 1. Datacrons, though, I am 3rd. I do wonder if anyone's already got the GL Ahsoka Kron. That might be a little scary. Now, with the GLs, Relic 9s on all the GLs from Joe I am, of course, without Rey. We're looking at a triple Ami Melgus. We got Radis Iden, triple Ami Starkiller, Dash, Wampa, Savage, Treya, double Afra, Qui-Gon, triple Swallow, Zori, triple 3rd, nothing on Krex, kind of a surprise. Triple? Yeah, triple on Melgus. This is why I read them out. I can't expect. I doubt that you guys can see this. I can barely see it. Drogon here with it. Double on Baudelaire, double on Bane. We got a single on Jar Jar and a triple on Cadme. A lot of people tend to have Cadme with all her Amis, which I kind of find surprising. I find the final one I'm a little bit more ambivalent on. Everybody has everything. There's all stars, all Cal Kestis's, everything. No glaring omissions. Now, as we look at the quality of the modding, which I'm sure is quite good, we're looking for Drogon, who's at 302. That'll give us our range of characters. Yeah, there's Drogon, and he has 60 characters modded at 300 speed or better. Second Sister's the last one. I am at 52, I think. So he's got the advantage, but it's not as scary as could be. He has not attacked yet, which is expected. Now, I've made no changes to any of this. This is what we've been using for the most part all season. I also didn't scout this guy ahead of time, so hopefully we don't get stuck. I did glance at his team. I just didn't make a strategy. And I don't think we're going to get stuck. Now, in terms of his defense, got Jabba. This is where he placed his Dengar. Now, that's an interesting choice. That Dengar Kron is a major pain, but Dengar's not Hut. So that means Jabba is not going to have everything unlocked there. There's also no Skifflando. There's no Embo. So it is the stun Kron on this. Oh, wait, no, it's not even the stun Kron. It's max health damage. I thought it was the stun one. Okay. I don't think I got to worry about it, but maybe I'm wrong. Then we got Cadme, we've got Rey, and then we got the Whale Kron with Great Mother. So that's going to be the tough sector. Down below, we have Trench, Finn, Jar Jar, and Luthen. So really, most of this, I think we're going to be pretty safe. We're going to play this with our typical counters, and then the back wall, when things open up, we'll see if we need to make any adjustments. The big question for me, though, is, like, where's his Lord Vader? Does he use Lord Vader on offense or not? Because that will impact how we approach Jar Jar, because normally I'd like to do a Baudelaire if I know my opponent isn't going to use Lord Vader. I don't think he's using it. I think we're okay. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to start up top. There's just a couple teams. I just want to know if my counters are going to work or not, or if we're going to get in trouble. So it's like here, we're doing Rey Swallow. We're using Mara Jade. Make sure we use the right Kron. We'll jump to the full screen. Like, if this works, that... Like, what we need to know is if things fail, if I need to be preparing other counters. So, because of the foresight, I decided it's better to go for stealth. Now we'll AoE. We get a couple stuns, which is good. Because we were going to land tenacity down, so I decided to save it. Can you lay down, cat? Did I click on the wrong person? What just happened there? Or is there something on the kit I don't remember? Does he not stop assists? Okay. Yeah, we'll chuck this at Swallow. You know what? I need to be... Rey got to that super early. Don't like that. Start spreading some shocks. Barris is probably not the character to be doing with that. Okay, where are we at? Throw some shocks down. Let's land a stun over on Rey if I can. Good, let's throw a shock. We don't want shocks right now? Come on. There we go. Alright. We'll go with the AoE. I wasn't in love with the idea. We should be able to take out Ezra now. I need to get Rey into the damage immunity. Let's drop this. Okay. Let's definitely try and get JTR. She got out of that stealth so fast. Okay, there she is in the damage immunity. Can we... Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just stay focused on Rey. Trigger... Forgot we hadn't done it yet. Alright. There we go. Now we don't need to worry about those dodges. We just have to deal with this nonsense. Okay. I was not expecting that. I mean, that was weird, because for me to be able to take him out while she's in this stance, because I used the health steal? Oh, it's because she had is because of the way she set up the team. Okay, so... Yeah, I gotta reread these kits. Yeah, I remember. Okay. I feel like these Ezra versions of Rey have been way easier in 5v5 than 3v3. In 3v3 they were kind of annoying. Okay, so that we don't need to worry about. Let's do Great Mother, because this is one of those situations where if this goes wrong, we're in trouble. Because this is really like the only counter. I think we grinded out one before, but we had to at least take out like Great Mother. Okay, we at least have the Plo-Cron, and every time I did this before, we did not have the Plo-Cron. The Plo-Cron is new this season. I was refusing to relic Plo until it was 100% confirmed that Plo was a Ahsoka requirement. You know what I did before? I threw damage immunity onto him. I think. Oh, you know what? His turn meter is full. That's actually a complete waste. I mean, he took a couple hits. It's just we're not going to be able to use the Annihilate or the Force Leap or whatever it's called until. Yeah, let's see. We made some bad choices. I'm concerned about that counter. I don't want it. Okay, let's... Okay, here is the alt. Next turn we'll be able to do the Force Leap. If we get there... Oh, no. Oh, and they doomed me. This is actually a complete disaster. Can we get a stun on somebody? Well, I guess we can... No, we can't stun her. No. Oh my god, we got so lucky. Alright. Like, she's dead, but... And we're gonna have to clean this up, but we knocked out the win condition. Maybe I should be taking out somebody else. I just feel like we need to ignore Elsbeth. Maybe, I feel like Night Trooper with Alert might be a good thing to get rid of. Maybe we'll do that on... Ahsoka's turn. Yeah, right here. You know what? We can stun. Now let's just stun Judge Death before he goes. Alright, we're good. I think we might be okay. Let's spread some stun. Oh, we can't do it because we're stuck behind a taunt. I think I'm more scared of Judge Death. Alright, the alt. We will basic onto Spirit, because one nice thing about Snips is she ignores Foresight. We'll throw a stun over onto Spirit. Come on, just go down. Okay. I think we might need to shift in auto, but I kind of... Alright, we're going to shift to auto. I don't think we have enough time to take out Elsbeth, but we can at least... I'm hoping we can take out Spirit. No, we're not taking out Spirit. Maybe had we done auto earlier, but whatever. We kind of avoided disaster. The big thing that I would have changed is GK paying attention more to the where that turn meter was when I wasted the damage immunity there. I should have just charged the alt the second turn, then throw the damage immunity, because we did need it. Had we placed damage immunity on GK then, he could have lived longer. We still would have lost him, of course, but we dodged some stuff. Alright, we're gonna do Enoch here. This is my planned counter. I think it'll be fine, but I gotta know, just in case I'm wrong. Normally this crushes them, and I expect it's still gonna crush. But I'm also just choosing to respect the Dengar. But you can see the differences here. Like, there's no Chrysanthemum Preton. That's because Dengar's not Hut Cartel. Yeah, so right now I'm able to just prioritize Bosch way early into things. Yeah, now she's gone. We will... I guess I'll take a bite out of Dengar. Jeez, I was not expecting that. I thought things are gonna be much slower. But we need to start getting some stacks of Blight over onto Chrysanthemum, so I am gonna focus a little. Oh, actually, you know what? We got an opportunity here. Perfect. Okay, there's one on Boba Fett. Okay. Yeah, now we got 10 stacks of Blight over on Knight. Now it will be 20 on Chrysanthemum. Here's a big bite. Oh, that didn't take him out? Are you serious? Yeah, let's just do it. Alright, he'll be back in a moment, but now we're just focusing on Jabba. Oh, does he not come back because he's not hard? Yeah, just putting Dengar on this team made it so much easier. It's what I thought would happen. I wanted to be sure. I think this would be also a bit different had that Dengar had the stun cron at level 6. That's what mine has, and I typically get holds with it. Like, I think 3 out of 6 like half of the matches so far have had holds from that Dengar cron. Which is what that list video was about. That our most recent list video was about the teams that are most consistently getting me holds. Okay. Let's keep at it. This is working. So we're going to do something slightly risky here. I just like doing it, even though we could take better teams, more consistent teams. I just like how cheap this is, but you got to be careful. And this one does have the Rose Cron, which we very rarely confront. So I guess I'm gonna basic. Oh man, these stuns are really slowing me down. Because I need a Dispel, and with Asajj constantly being in this state, I should go after Zori. Oh, we can't. Okay. Let's just do a mass assist. Everybody is not stunned right now. Oh my god! I'm terrified right. Okay, that's our win condition. All right, now we can go after Rose. Rose is the threat. If we eliminate Rose, we're fine. Oh, and we don't. All right, I'm gonna stun Finn. I know because everybody has tenacity up. Fine. There, we finally get rid of the tenacity up. This is why Rose is dangerous. She's the one spreading tenacity up. Alright. With this stun on Daka, it might be over. Yeah, it's over. I like to gamble with it anyway. The Rose Ami is definitely an issue. We'll take a more serious team next time, but I still wanted to give it a shot. Alright, let's do Jedi. Because the reason it's worth the gamble to me is, had it worked, we would have retained a good team that we're now going to have to dedicate towards Finn. Let's basic. Get the turret over onto 5s. So tomorrow the Superman trailer comes out. I actually feel like I want to make a rant. But the problem with these matches at these levels these days is they actually require my concentration. So I'm talking the nonsense that I used to just love doing. I have to wait for an opportune match where I can have my brain off. Which is quite rare these days. Alright, yeah, I'll throw an armor shred on you. I guess we should just take her out. She can't be revived. Alright, that's that. This is so much easier than Saw. Because I'm not going to lose any, or maybe I shouldn't speak so soon, but I don't expect to lose anybody. With Saw, I would absolutely be losing people. We were usually finish, I think, with 2 or 3 characters eliminated. Alright, do I just need to take out troopers so that we can take out Luthen? Because you guys are recovering too much. Alright, okay. Next turn we can aerial advantage somebody. Yeah, we'll just do it over there. Okay. Jeez, Luthen. You are so annoying. Let's do the tenacity up for we'll do form up just for turn meter purposes. Because we got to get through these characters. Okay. I'm keeping that aerial advantage for Luthen. This is quite annoying. This is so much better than some of the other ones we've faced. Only Relic 5, really? Okay. Maybe it's mods. It's probably mods. Because when we faced it before, we just ripped it apart. It was no big deal. And this guy does have good mods. Alright, let me... Turn meters would have been... Not that one. We need that one. Okay. Okay, where are we at? Alright, healing immunity over onto Grogu. Target the generator and mass assist. That should take it out. And now it's over. And as long as we don't see Lord Vader on the back wall, we're fine. Okay. We'll AoE, even though I don't like the retribution. Actually, now that I've got marked on Baudelaire, I don't want the retribution. Okay, that's fine. Why are you guys making me work for it? Right now I'm not trying to use the second special on Paz because I want the extra damage from the 20 stacks of overheat. Much more than I'd like the AoE. And I should have just used a basic there. Alright, that takes care of Nass. Yeah, so just watch his basic. Like, it does serious damage with 20 stacks. And I don't think the AoE does that much damage, or the second special does that much damage. I mean, it does some, but comparatively. Alright, we're good. What do I want to do with Trench? Well, now I gotta figure out this Finzori. So what I'm expecting on the back wall is Zerg. And Zerg would mean well, I can do Kratos up against Zerg. Maybe that's what we do. You use Melgus here and then Kratos on the back wall. That would retain Afra, so that just in case he changed something and Lord Vader's on defense, I could utilize my Afra. Because I'm expecting Zerg, Starkiller, and Qui-Gon. And we have everything we need to beat this and clear this. It's just a matter of what I think is smart or safest. And I just kind of feel like I think the smart move is Melgus here. Because I'll still have a Zerg counter. Sure, let's just move. Alright, let's do Dark Deception on the... Ooh, he's gone. He's gone. Would have been nice, though, if my other team would have lived. I'm gonna rewatch that footage, though. I feel like I could have played it better. Okay. Alright. Couple hits on Zori. Zori's gone. Poe down. Is that it? No, we still got Trench. What do I want to do here? Oh, I know what to do. I think this is a time for Seer Malicos, because I don't need it anymore. Alright. What? Is that what this does on defense? He put the protection mod on Trench? Why wouldn't they hard code it to Django if he's here? Or is that just like a 1 in a million kind of difference? I don't... Okay. Alright. It's over. Yeah, let's auto. So Superman trailer comes out tomorrow. The teaser was today. They didn't show much in the teaser. I had a big reaction to it. This wasn't a particularly good teaser. The teaser to the teaser. I do really like the Man of Steel teasers. I hate that movie. That movie is terrible and completely wrong. It fundamentally doesn't understand Superman. Zack Snyder does not like Superman. And he made a character that completely contradicts everything that is that character. It really makes me upset. Why are you using the Enoch crown like this? This doesn't make any sense. I thought it was going to be the Gideon crown. All right. Well, then this should be easier. Where's my Rogue One at? Do I need... Okay. Because Cassian Cron... Alright, let's stun or turn me to removal. Let's get the attacks and protection up. We'll frenzy. You know what I want to do? No, let's just swap it over to Radis. Can you stop going on the wires? No, come here. Alright, now let's blow them up. Does that not dispel? I'm sure it would be nice if that could dispel. I need a dispel. Baze, I need you to get in here. Because they're going to lose this health immunity if you don't get in here. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, shit, he's dazed. Let's do that. Apparently we're just gonna... We gotta do this. We gotta take care of this. We need these health immunities because they are just... Ah, jeez. That moment where I got distracted was a mistake. I wonder if I should go after Enoch first, because Enoch is being really annoying. Yeah, because he's preventing me from critting people. Oh no, we're going after Scout if we can before he stealths, because he's got the health immunity. There we go. Alright, now we'll go to Enoch. Yeah, so this guy having his defense the same as previous weeks was good. Maybe we shouldn't have gambled on Telzine, but I'm never not going to learn that lesson. I just like doing it. Oh my god, are we going to time out against this? Is that why he's here? Is this to like mess up this counter specifically? Okay, there we go. We got a healing immunity there. Come on. We're gonna time out. I need to take out Enoch. But this healing immunity is I'm making it everything. Okay, we gotta take out Enoch. That dispel. I did not factor in that dispel. Alright, we're gonna basic. Alright, we just got auto. We're gonna time out here. See, now you can see why I keep getting distracted by Gideon. Because that is so tempting. Look at that, no protection and the healing immunity. There we go. Okay, whatever. Cleaning this up. Not an issue. Oh, finally landed health immunity onto Enoch. Jeez. We should have autoed earlier. Okay, what was I doing with Palp Starkiller? Was this third sister? Or Bane. We could do Bane now. I think we do Bane. Yeah, so let's talk. We're probably going to spend a week talking about Superman. Because I do quite like Superman, and for me, like the Superman animated series, that was mine, and I quite liked. Second, all right, let's AOE. AOE. Oh, they got damage immunity because of the Kron. All right, AOE. Yeah, so the Bruce Timm Paul Dini animated series. I really, really like that. And That has a good version of Superman. It's not a great version, because I think the Clark is undercooked. And even Superman's little undercooked, but everything else about it is great. And then the comics that I'm getting distracted. Where's Inquisitors? Alright, let's grab our Grand Inquisitor Cron. Like, All-Star Superman is, of course, the gold standard. You know what? We want to trigger the AoE. We're going to try and do that first. Maybe he'll do it on his own, but... Okay, that should be triggered now. Alright. Now I'm going to go after Qui-Gon. I want protection up. Alright, we gotta get through here. Alright, now we're through. Well, AoE, now we're working on Anakin. Alright, torture. Okay, it's over. Yeah, so the comics I like, All-Star Superman, that's one of the gold standards, but the Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale, Superman for All Seasons, that's fantastic. There's some great moments in there. Then Superman Birthright, I feel like, is one that gets not nearly as much attention. Maybe I'm the only one who likes it, but I love that comic. It really does a great job of making the case for Clark. And what I think makes a good Superman and a good Clark, which I've talked about in the past. I think we should probably bring that topic back. But the reason Zack Snyder's Superman is terrible is he's got this like libertarian concept where that just doesn't apply to Superman, where he just believes Superman shouldn't help people. Like the scene where Costner dies, where Jonathan Kent dies. He's literally saying to Clark, don't help the people. You can't let them know who you are. Like, they can't know anything. So Superman just lets his father die so that... Which wouldn't happen. It's a ridiculous thing for Superman to do. Then there's the scene that made me the angriest was when he's, like, in Alaska or wherever, and he's at the bar, and some guy makes fun of him or gives him a hard time in the bar because of something, I don't remember what. Superman goes outside and wraps his truck around a telephone pole. It's like, where is this concept of you have this like super petty, passive-aggressive Superman who isn't going to just like do what like the Christopher Reeve Superman did, where he's just like fakes being hurt or doing whatever, where it's this like jokey scene, but instead we have this like dark, gloomy, weird, like pathological response from Superman. I just, oh my, that's not even getting into the Zod stuff. I just really, really hated Snyder's, but Gunn understands Superman very clearly from how he approaches the other characters, but also how he's talked about it so far. Like he wants his Superman to have a heart. Like, yes, that is Superman. Like every good, well-written version of Superman, he has a heart. That is one of the features of the character, and it's one of the features of the character that is most misunderstood and usually thrown to the side. But it's there in the comics, in the good comics. Because that's what makes him human. That's what stops him from being an alien. Like, his heart and humanity, caring about people, is why he isn't a tyrant when he could be. It's what puts him in contrast to Zod. Like, Zod only becomes interesting as a counterpart to when Superman is done properly. Like, as he was in Superman 2. Like, that's appropriate because you have a Superman who cares, a well depicted Clark and Superman, where Zod exists as a contrast to it instead of a complement. Alright, I need to... Let's get rid of the buffs. Let's keep focusing on Amidala because she's taking some hits. Gotta focus for a second because this is taking too long. Alright, back to Amidala. Oh, come on. Now she's got damage immunity, which is annoying. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. This has been like... Well, I guess this is probably the best one we've faced. But, oh my god, I'm irritated now. I'm worried. Because I did not prepare another way through Amidala. Like... This is like literally our only way through Amidala. Alright, we're in trouble. We are in serious trouble. Actually, wait a second. Do I have Luthen? Please tell me I have Luthen. Is he on defense? Don't. Yes! Okay. This is probably not going to work. God, I wish I had third sister. No, that's not going to work either. This could work. This has worked for me. Oh. Am I going to bring in Crux? Why not? I was talking too much. I thought it had been automatic all season. Because what's going to happen is, I don't even understand the mechanic. At some point, somebody is going to get marked. And we're going to be able to go after them. Alright, we're going to hit these staggers. Okay, there we go. Padawan is marked. Let's go after Padawan. There he's down. That does not mean we have won, though, because that doesn't mean anything. Do I want to do this one? I'm going to do this. Okay, the marked has moved over to Yoda. I'm going to save that because Yoda's going to be down in a second. Okay, Yoda's down. Who's going to get marked now? Okay. Let's heal. Not heal, but cleanse. Alright. These two can still win. These two are the threat. They're what's dangerous. I need marked back, but I have no idea what even triggers it. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, there. Well, we got damage immunity. We're gonna just basic. Basic. This is so annoying. Yeah, we're just doing basics to get the cooldowns reset. Okay, here we go. Does this dispel? Yeah, I want to dispel because that's a pain. Here we go. Mass assist. Oh, isn't... Is it because he wasn't around? I thought it was maybe it's not even a mass assist. I'm just not. No, I thought it was rally. Oh, is it because of the trooper? I need the trooper rallies. The trooper rallies. Okay. All right, we've won. Oh my God! I'm glad I remembered that Lucen can do this. We could have been in some serious trouble. The big tragedy of the Zack Snyder Superman movies is I really like Henry Cavill as Superman. I think he was a fantastic Superman. He was just never given a script that was reflective of Superman. And it's really just... I don't know. He should have had a better career than he's had. He's just kind of had... He's been kind of just given some of the wrong things. All right, let's see if Wookiees will take care of it. Oh, wait a second. You know what I want to do? Let's do Wookiees here first. Wookiees. You know what? We have presets for things, don't we? All right, let's auto. What was I saying? Something about Superman and Henry Cavill? Well, let's get back to something that we got. I think the Great Mother failure, my Great Mother's failure up against Cadme distracted me. But James Gunn seems to understand things. He understands the importance of like substance in drama to a story, of having heart. Like you look at the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, like every single one of them is heart. They're all about family. Like literally every single one of them. The first movie, it's the team coming together, forming a family, Groot sacrificing himself. The second one is about fathers, where you have Ego, his actual Star-Lord's actual father, versus Yondu, his adopted father, and then going home, plus the story with Nebula and Gamora, the sisters learning to like heal from the pain of their father, of Thanos. Like that's what the movie is about. The movie is about the trauma from fathers. And then you have the third movie, and that is all about Rocket and where he came from, the abuse from his own father figure with the High Evolutionary. You have Adam Warlock, where their relationship with the High Evolutionary and then his own mother in that situation. And then you have the forming of this new team. Like, every single one of those things is about family. And you could say even similar things about the Suicide Squad. Like, this is one, like, the point I make sometimes about the difference between plot versus story. Which is that, like, that's the problem with Ahsoka. We were talking about most recently with Ahsoka, where Ahsoka is all plot. There is no story to Ahsoka. There's no point to anything other than these things happen. Isn't it interesting that these things happen? And I don't think it's all that interesting. Oh, well, let's do Spectre. This is what I want to do. This is not going to work. But we used to test things on this channel. It's what I like to do, but because these matches have become so serious, I haven't been testing stuff. And I'd like to get back to it. I kind of want these guys in different slots. All right. So let's get ripped apart, but I want to see these guys in action. Because I like to see if there's like any viability at all for these lower star, lower gear characters. And also, I want to see if... I would like to learn some of these kits a little better. Like, I don't know what these abilities do, even though I've made videos on them. Like, I learn by doing. So we get protection up and recover health. I don't think we do that right now. Okay, healing immunity. Hit Elsbeth. We get a stun. We can't... You know what? Let's remove turn meter from spirit. Or is that only... Oh, we should have been able to do that. We are going to fracture Elspeth. And then what's the mass? Yeah, here's our mass assist. We need to get perfect defense up. So we got defense up and tenacity up on 2 characters. Padawan Sabine's the kid I know the least. Alright, let's do speed up. I shouldn't have taunted. You know what I should have done? I should have used a basic. You know what? Let's call him Chopper for the assist so we can spread more defense up, because he does defense up on basic. Now I think everybody can get perfect defense now. Like, anybody not going to get it? Chopper's not going to get it. Oh, and Hera won't get it either. But Hu Yang and Sabine will. So I'm going to give this to Hera. So we got 3 characters with perfect defense. Wasn't it supposed to mass assist? Oh, okay, so I have Purgle Migration now. Is that anything I can do? Okay, you are exiled, so you have been Purgle migrated. Alright, there's our mass assist. I keep calling Chopper for the assist call because I want perfect defense. So now we should get... Everyone can get it. Yeah, so everyone will get perfect defense this time. I'm going to need to hit auto. Awesome. This is actually going to work. I didn't think this was going to work. Because, like, these teams are still good. Like, they're still a threat. Alright, let's auto. Yeah, so what we were saying, James Gunn understands how to tell a good story. Creature Commando. Oh, you know what? Creature Commandos episode 3. I don't think I talked about that yet. But Creature Commandos episode 3 was great. It was one of my favorite episodes I've seen of a lot of things in a while. It was G.I. Robot. And for how kind of... I liked the first 2 episodes, but I wasn't completely sold. Episode 3 sold me. I just thought it was smart. It was heartfelt. It introduced a lot of questions. I liked the flashback and the moving around of how they're introducing these characters. Alright, what am I doing right now? I think we're just going to Leviathan this. Because we got, what, Negotiator and Red? Yeah, we're just going to Leviathan. We're done. We're done. Yeah, so let's crush this. Let's fix the camera. My one concern about the Superman movie is it feels like he's trying to do a whole lot. Like, there's a lot of characters in it, from what I understand. I'm getting distracted. Okay, here we go. I think we can auto. We could probably auto from now, right? Let's bring out the scimitars, speed up. That was a surprise change. Yeah, this is crushing. Alright, boom. Boom. Auto. Yeah, so Creature Commandos, I like it. Skeleton Crew Episode 4, I think came out yesterday. I forgot all about it. And I've been liking that show. I think we need to watch that tonight. So the next Grand Arena, we'll talk about Skeleton Crew Episode 4. And what I want to do, I want to just kind of talk about some of my favorite things that I watched this year, but not necessarily things that came out this year, because I've not been very on top of things. Like, I just finished Ahsoka. Like, I'm a year late on Ahsoka, because I was so checked out on that. Oh my god. Acolyte I enjoyed, though. It's kind of disappointing how quickly they gave up on Acolyte. Because, like, yes, a lot didn't work on Acolyte, but enough did. It was at least an interesting thing. I liked the actors, especially Jason from The Good Place. He just killed it. He absolutely killed that role. And it's tragedy we're not going to see more of that. Plus the choreography. Like, they need to make him a permanent hire. Like, they cannot let that fight choreographer go anywhere else. Like, I think he had already done a Marvel. I think he was Shang-Chi. Which had also great fight choreography. Alright, what do I need to be paying attention to this? Oh yeah, because we're not even attacking the Marauder. I definitely need to be paying attention to this. But let's take this guy out, since we've already done all this work. I guess we're behind a taunt too. Or we were. But we're going to finish it off. Please assist. Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. Where's my dispel at? There it is. Okay. I'm a little worried. I feel like in a little bit of my distraction, we were making some bad choices. Let's get rid of the days. Okay. So boom, lose a friend. Would really prefer not to lose the ghost. Let's take out Anakin. We have the alt. Okay, goodbye, ghost. Alt. Alright, this should be doing it. Marauder will AoE. No AoE. Okay. Alright. I've once again lost track. Oh, we were talking Acolyte. So, Acolyte, like, the fundamental problem with Acolyte is it didn't understand what its most interesting story was. And we've talked about this before here. But for a quick abridged version for anyone who hasn't heard this rant, the way that I think the story should have worked is that the sister storyline should have been that's what initiates the story, that initiates the journey. But it wasn't it wasn't a fundamentally interesting problem. Like, what happened to their sisters? How did they get separated? Whatever. Not that interesting. What was interesting was Osha and the Jason from The Good Place Sith Lord. Should really remember what his name is. That is what was interesting. What was going on with the Sith was what the story should have pivoted to at episode 4. Like, we didn't need, like, the reveal that they had was like, oh, the thing that happened in the flashback episode isn't really what happened. Like, that was, who cares? Like, it was all telegraphed. It wasn't interesting when we finally got an answer to it. And then it's fine to do it, but to make the whole episode about that, like, you needed, make it 5 minutes, make it 15 minutes max, just like a couple scenes. You don't make the whole episode a flashback episode. We've talked about this so many times, but I think it was just a show that was executed poorly. I didn't think it was a bad show. And there were some excellent things about it. Alright, let's remove turn meter. He's got a lot of firepower for offense. He can win this. But there were some things from his play style, from his defense, that might mean he doesn't know some particulars, which could mean we pick up some holds. But this is a low banner count. He can beat this. Well, we'll check back. The expected result, we lost the match. I thought that was likely, given the banner total that we ended up with. 1735 is pretty low, and he had saved a lot for offense. We only got one hold with Treya here. With the fleet defense he set down, because he had a pretty soft fleet defense. He had Leviathan for offense. He had the Executor. So he was always going to be able to crush this defense, even though this is, it's middling. I think we're kind of still figuring things out in terms of fleet strategy. And then he had a decent amount of teams left for offense. We could have played things maybe a little bit better, but I still think, even had I made 1 or 2 changes, we're still losing on banners. This Cadme team, we're always taking it down in 2. Because that Great Mother counter always was going to use it. It didn't work this time. Up against his Great Mother, maybe I could have played it a little bit cleaner, but it may have still taken 2. In this lower territory, like, we could have stopped goofing around and just used a solid counter up against Finzori. Like, we could have used Afra there. We ended up using Melgus to retain the Afra. That was a little bit of a mistake looking back on things in hindsight, because we'd also lost here up against Zerg using the Kratos counter, but I think Melgus would have been able to do it in 1 instead of the timeout that we got with the Radis Kron or Cassian Kron. But well played by Joe I. He executed. And then, as I record, the Superman trailer is out, or teaser is out, and it looks fantastic. I'm hyped. Gunn gets it. We'll talk more about it in the next video. I've got more to say. We've talked about it before, but my envisioning of Superman is based on the quotes that Gunn has said. He is looking at it the same way. I've talked more about it on the Discord. You can check it out there. Thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.